Capcom didn't just show us gameplay of Resident Evil 9, they showed us two completely different games. On one side you have Grace, ink ribbons are back, ammo is scarce, and you are the prey. On the other you have Leon, where you are the danger. But here's the question, why does Leon feel less like a survivor and more like a monster? Because the answer isn't action gameplay, the answer is hiding in the veins on Leon's neck. And if our theory about Elpus is right, Leon isn't racing to save Grace, he's racing against time. Let's start with Grace, because this is the survival horror people have been begging for. The showcase makes one thing very clear, you cannot shoot your way out of this. Every encounter is a decision. Do you spend resources to escape now or save them and risk something worse later? This isn't about reflexes, it's about observation, and that's where the most disturbing mechanic comes in. These infected aren't roaming randomly, they're repeating routines. Cleaning, cooking, flipping a switch over and over again. Lore-wise, it's horrifying, like they're trapped in the exact moment their lives ended. But gameplay-wise, it's absolutely brilliant. If you watch long enough, you can predict them. You feel smart for surviving until the game reminds you how fragile you actually are. Imagine spending 20 minutes sweating through this section as Grace, learning every loop, every pause, every mistake that could get you killed. Now watch what happens when you come back here as Leon. He doesn't care about noise, he doesn't care about patterns, he doesn't sneak, he annihilates. It feels so empowering, like you've finally taken control back. But look closer, look at the strength, look at the brutality, and most importantly, look at the neck. Because this isn't just a gameplay shift, it's a story shift. Now go back to those looping infected, do you notice something strange? They're not fully decayed, their clothes look normal considering, and the environment feels just interrupted. Like this scene right here, a dinner table with fresh turkey, champagne still on ice. This wasn't a slow outbreak. I don't think Gideon just released a virus. I think he proved one. He perfected Elpus and then he demonstrated it. Staff infected during work, guests infected mid-toast. That's why they're looping. Time didn't pass, it stopped. And tragically, Leon walked straight into that party. Now, if Gideon infected the entire hospital at once, then Leon didn't escape it. Those black veins aren't cosmetic, they're spreading. This recontextualizes the entire game. Leon isn't just trying to stop the next bio attack, he's fighting a ticking clock inside his own blood. But why hasn't he turned? Everyone else became a looper in minutes. Leon is still fighting hours later, and the answer might be standing right in front of us. If Elpus was derived from a single immune source, then that source code doesn't just create the virus, it resists it. What if Leon was exposed early before the outbreak fully took hold? What if that immunity slowed the infection just enough to keep him functional? Not cured, not safe, just delayed. That would explain everything. The strength, the aggression, the ticking clock. Leon isn't immune, he's on borrowed time. But I want to know where you stand. Is this just peak Leon Kennedy performance, or is the virus actually making him stronger? Let me know in the comments, because regardless of how he's doing it, look at what it's costing him. And that brings us to this moment. Leon reading the Elpus files. He doesn't look surprised, he looks defeated. I don't think this is when Leon finds out he's infected. I think he's felt that burning in his veins since the beginning. This is the moment he understands what is inside him and where it came from. He realizes Grace isn't just some FBI agent. She's the source. She is the key to Elpus, and the truth of how that happened, that is what finally breaks him. Because here's the part the game hasn't said out loud. Those files don't just implicate Elpus, they implicate the people who let it happen. Leon isn't just realizing he's infected, he's realizing he was used. That Grace was never meant to be saved, she was meant to be studied, contained, controlled. And if the government signed off on that, then Leon isn't just standing in a hospital anymore, he's standing on the wrong side of a line. And once you see that line, you can't unsee it. Grace survives by being careful. By watching, by not becoming a monster. Leon survives by destroying everything in his path. Same outbreak, same building, same virus, two completely different answers. So maybe Requiem isn't asking who's stronger. Maybe it's asking who's still human. Because if Leon really is running out of time, then this isn't Grace's rescue story, it's Leon's last confession. That is a heavy reality to face, but honestly, it's exactly the kind of twisted storyline we've been waiting for. If you guys want more RE news and theories, then join the creeps and hit that sub button. We are the Respawn Bros. Thank you for stopping by the Dead Zone, and as always, keep dying, keep trying.